That's right. Welcome to it. That's right. And what more can I say? Podcast, episode 67. Welcome to it. Let me go ahead and do the introductions. You know this by now. This is the first lady of the pod, the only lady of the pod, Kiki. What's up?
Hey, friends. How y'all doing?
Hey, Kiki.
Hey, Zach. How you doing? You back from vacay?
Yeah, man. Do I look darker?
Yeah, you got a nice little tan, like a little chicken nugget. You giving us brown skin.
You always calling you something small, Zach. That's crazy, bro.
You messy, Tone. You are messy. That's
I'm a
not
chicken nugget.
You wild, Kiki. You wild. Leave that man alone.
You don't do me
man.
right. She does not.
I'm just trying to protect you for the sneak distance. Zach Bug, what's up, buddy?
What's up, baby? I'm rejuvenated, feeling good. What's up, man?
Hey, man, look, I can't tell. I've just been working and partying, hanging out with Bernice Burgos. You know the whole thing. You know how I feel.
I saw that.
Yes.
You got to give me details. I need to know everything.
Yes,
it's really a very quick story. I saw her. I was like, oh my God, she's super bad. My girl Brooke, who was one of the people throwing the party, she's like, Tone, you want a picture? You want one right now or later? Right now. And I took it, said, hey, how you doing? She took the pictures, like, very nice to meet you. She said, cool, and we walked away. Nothing. Now, if somebody she'd have gave me a little look, a little vibe, I may have took a little shot. But I'm not one of what you would call a cold caller. I'm not. It's some dudes, and Zach knows, there's some dudes, no matter if they feel the energy or not, they shooting. They shooting regardless. They gonna shoot their shot no matter if they know. I have to know there's a little bit of energy, get that little bit of vibe. Kiki, you know how y'all do. Y'all give us a little, like, it's okay. Yeah. I didn't get that. So I just took my picture. I was happy. I will say this. I had to tell everybody. Like Kanye put on that Donda album, God breathed on it. God breathed on that girl. And she is she's one of the most pretty people I've ever seen up close. And you know how everybody be Instagram fine. Yeah. No, she's fine. And then somebody I was like, yo, people see get the picture. They're like, oh yeah, she cold. Other people saying things. They were like, yeah, she look good for her age. I was like, dog, she looks good for any age. What are you talking about? Don't try to. I hate it when people try to shoot people down when they in their glow, because she was looking great, bro. I can talk about Bernice the whole pod, so I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just proud of you, Tone. I'm very proud of you. You are a gentleman. You are a better person than me, because, baby, when I get my shot with Omarion,
You said, hey, Kiki, you don't need a vibe, do you?
I don't need the vibes. The vibes is already there, okay? I saw Tone in that picture. I was like, oh, I can't wait to pod. I know he did it. So you know what? I'm very proud of you, Tone. And I'm happy you got that photo. Yes.
That was
Kiki, you've been around me when these things have happened. You've been around me. I'm not a shooter in public. Like when there's large groups around, it has to be different types of settings for me to shoot. Like it was too many, it was cameras. When we took a picture, everybody was watching, and it would look crazy to me, like trying to get at it. It felt nuts. Same thing like when the 5 women from the BET Awards tried to shoot, they let me know I would have been good. I just didn't shoot because it's the BET Awards. It's the BET Awards, so I'll let you know. Anyway.
That's how you know Tone been a pretty boy his whole life. Because ugly dudes, they gonna shoot, baby. They don't care.
All day long.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tone, he gotta have a vibe. No, these men out here don't care where you at. They'll holler at you while your man standing there. It don't matter. So,
Yeah, I mean, hey, for everybody in the pot, it was funny. When I posted the picture, though, before we get to the stuff, man, I posted a picture. Every one of the people, including Zach, called me like, yo,
instant.
What happened?
Instant.
Tell me you shot your shot.
Kiki, the picture wasn't up. You know how I tell you how long the picture up at the bottom? Picture wasn't up no longer than 35 seconds. I didn't even like it. You know it's something when you see something you don't even like. I called immediately. Hey, bro, what's going on?
Like, something to tell me.
Yeah. The Bernie, he like, hell yeah, he trying to talk about other stuff. He like, hey, Zach, how your mama doing? Damn, how my mama doing? What about Bernice?
Yes. Yes. I was all in the comments. And shout out to the Pod fam. They was in the comments too. They tagging me. Kiki, get him. We got to figure out what happened. Yeah.
We have to.
Ain't nothing happened, but you know what I mean? Look, next time we just took a picture. Now, next time, I'm not letting we gonna definitely have it. I'm gonna have to take one shot. I'm gonna have to put one shot up, 1 or 2. I'm gonna have to put a couple up next time I see it. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get right to it, man. Speaking of shots, man, everybody was throwing shots at Donda, some good, some bad. It finally came out. Me and Kiki were at the album release party, which don't ever go see the album release party at Soldier Field in the suites because they turned the air off and it got too hot for us. But the event, everybody liked it. A lot of people enjoyed it. Kiki, what after hearing the album, being at the event, what do you think of Donda?
First of all, I just want to say, please, Kanye, I love you. And I want you to know that I love you. And please, just cut off the pod right now, if you watching this. If this gets to you, yay, just stop right here. Don't go no further, because what I'm about to say gonna piss you off. I want my $55 back for that parking. I don't know what I sat there and watched. Told I want all my money back. I'm damn near gonna send an invoice to somebody for my Zach. It was $55 to park. Okay, you gotta now. You know when you go to Soldier Field, you gotta walk about 2 miles to actually get in the field after you pay $55 to park. So I'm already sweating. Okay, I done tried to put on my little hair and my makeup like I'm about to see Kanye, and he show up in a damn mask. I said, if he was gonna wear a mask, I don't even know if that's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who's watching. I don't know if that's Kanye or the goddamn promotions person from the label. I don't know who out here on the porch. It was so much going on, Zach. I was confused. He brought out Marilyn Manson. He had the baby on the stage. You know, he had people running around the stage in circles. Then he had like a funeral procession happening. Then he got married. I'm like, what the hell is this? It was so much. It was so much. I was confused. My lashes were sweating off. He turned off all the power in the suites when he got ready to go on stage. Zach, it was a lot. It was a lot for me to process. And when I left, I felt like I need to go get baptized again because it was a lot of, it was killer. I don't know what was going on. So it was too much. It was too much. And you know, all that for this long ass album. Tone, Zach, somebody, I don't know.
Hey, Zach, you didn't get a chance to go to the event. I'll tell everybody my experience at the event if they hadn't heard. People were commenting on it anyway in my comments when I posted the picture. How you feeling about the album though, man? 27 songs, bro?
So long.
An hour and 45 minutes of Kanye.
I'm a huge Kanye West fan. I love Ye, but that album longer than Weston. That album was long. When I first saw it, I said, 27 songs, Kanye? Then he had parts to the song. Jail Part 1, Jail Part 2, Jail 2.5. This is a sentence. This ain't jail. Like, he put a whole life sentence on the album. The album was so long that I haven't even got all the way through it, listening to it, because it's overwhelming. It's too much. It's hitting me with too much yet. And it's so creative. It's all over the place. I've heard some of the features. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I can't even, it's so many songs that I heard a song that I like, and I don't even know how to get back to it. That's a problem. I was somewhere lost.
Yes.
I
was like, oh, I wish I could hear that one song I heard before. And by the time you go through about 10 songs, you're like, I don't know if that's it no more. I'm confused. You know, the album has confused me. You know what I'm saying? So now I understand why he was working on it so long. It was 3 albums. Mm-hmm. He can chop that up into 3 different albums. That's why it took so long to make. And he put everything on it, you know. And then for Soulja Boy, never mind. I'll say it now. For Soulja Boy and them to get mad about them being cut off the album, shit, Kanye, you might as well put them on there. Everybody else everybody's been on there. You got an hour and 45 minutes worth of music. Make it 2 hours. Just throw everybody on there, you know. But it was long, and honestly, the mood of the album to me so far feels a little darker than I really like my Ye. I like my Ye a little more upbeat. That album feels dark to me, and I don't know why it's so dark. But other than that, that's my spiel, bro.
Hey man, look, everybody got their own take on the Kanye thing. Look, he should have put Bernice Burgos on there. It would have been fine.
On the cover.
Oh,
Right. Man, look, the event, I first of all tried to be too smart for my own good. Tried to walk to the event from the South Loop, little bridge. Like, I'm not going to Uber and I'm going to take the bridge. I'm cool. I'm not going to pay for the parking. I should have did what Kiki did, paid $55 for the parking. Because by the time I walked over there, I was on heroin and crack. I had to come into the suite and take a whole bath to get myself right. I took my whole shirt off in the bathroom, was doing this. And then I have such a fear of being musty in public, is that I'm taking the shirt in the Under Armour. Like, oh my God. Because I like, if I had to smell just a little funk, I was going home. I'd be like, yo, I forgot something. Y'all, I'll be right back. Never came back with a change, went somewhere else. But I mean, that was the only thing. It was super hot. I couldn't focus. So the event, and I'm with Kiki. I want my time back. And I don't want to ever, anybody saw me sweat like that, I'm not on drugs. I just was really hot. I felt like everybody was looking at me like,
Zach, Tone walked in the suite mad as hell. Like, hey, Tone. He like, hello. Shit. I didn't know. Damn, what's wrong with you?
He walked in mad.
He was pissed. That's how you know he was hot. I was like, oh man.
Everybody gave me a hey, Tone, like, what's up? I instantly started bitching about the heat. I was like, man, I'll be back. I just went crazy. Kiki had that portable fan. If she had that, I'd went crazy.
Shout out to Kiki, girl, baby. I keep a fan anywhere. I'm liable to pull a fan out any place, anytime. I don't play.
And she had a fan, but other than that, man, the album is okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a bad album. It's not a great album. It's just okay. And for it had 27 songs on it, be okay. It's kind of, for Kanye, it's probably not his best work. But hey, again, he's trying to rap and maintain his spirituality, which I'm not going to ever tell a man, you can't do that. I get it. You trying to switch the gears up and you want to be more godly. I mean, hip hop might not be for you anymore. It might not be anything you should just produce, because at this point, you can't go from being a hip hop artist and the type of hip hop artist that he was to trying to become a gospel artist. Every genre of music has their stars for a reason. Like Lil Wayne made a rock album. It was an okay album because he's Lil Wayne and he's talented. But is it on a rock scale? Not cool. It's not really that good on a rock, if you're judging from a rock perspective. If you're judging Kanye's gospel album, Snoop's album, they're okay. But if you're putting them up against other gospel artists, they're not good, because those gospel artists, when they sing a song, you get a feeling, an inspirational feeling. We all know what great gospel music does to us, just like we know what great hip hop music does. So it'd be hard for somebody to come into hip hop and try to do it again. So that's why I feel like the album is okay. And for the people that wasn't on the album, first I was just like, why y'all crying? This happens all the time, right? This happens. People send their verses in, they don't make it. People are like, oh, I was supposed to be on this album. I was supposed to be on this album, but I guess I didn't make the cut. It happens, right? But it made me think, outside of Soulja Boy's verse, which I didn't think was good, it made me think that Kanye may have promised people some stuff. That's why you got Chris Brown calling him a whole hoe. He may have been promised Cowboy. You got, and for Cowboy to speak out, that dude doesn't say nothing. He just raps. Really chill dude. So for him to say something, I feel like Kanye may have promised him some stuff and it didn't happen, which that's not cool. So that's what made me think about that. But how about this? As far as Donda is concerned and Kanye is concerned, do you agree with me and think that he shouldn't rap anymore in his hip hop lane, or just you think he shouldn't rap anymore?
Absolutely.
I think he should rap. If it's any, I disagree, man. If it's anybody who can rap and make gospel sound good on hip hop, it's Kanye West. If he goes back to it's the sounds that he's using. Gospel. I mean, he's the king of chopping up a gospel instrumental or a gospel part of songs. We like that. Even the one that he did with Sha'Carri Richardson that didn't even turn out to be a whole song at all. He just was just like, he's done miracles on me. That would have been a hit if Kanye would have came like rapping about something, but it was just dude singing over and over and over and over again, and then the song went off. You know, it felt incomplete. It's just a little dark. It's just
nothing sounds complete though, Zach.
He sounds like he's trying to be gospel on devil worshiping beats. So that might be the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music doesn't sound like what he's trying to say to me. And it feels too dark to be a gospel hip hop album. I mean, he's produced one of the best gospel hip hop albums I've ever heard, which was Coloring Book. By Chance. Kanye did that with Chance. And that album is cold. It doesn't even feel like a gospel album, even though it has gospel influence. It's still just it's to the date, Chance's dopest album. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Ye could do it, but it's just dark. I don't feel like he is saved as he acting like. Like I feel like the devil's still on.
Oh damn. That's a big damn. That's big. Kiki.
Ain't nobody, all I'm gonna say, ain't nobody ever called Fred Hammond a hoe hoe. Ain't nobody ever called Kirk Franklin a hoe hoe. When the last time, you know what I'm saying? Like, gospel artists don't drop it, then they be like, you know what, bro? And I hate
BB and CeCe Winans, y'all some hoe hoes.
CeCe Winans, you a hoe hoe, man. You be like, whoa.
All right, Kiki. Envy called Kanye a clown and really got on his people that are surrounding him because he said that, you know, they not checking him and they letting Kanye just go out here and just do wild stuff and just kind of be on his own without his boys and his inner circle checking him and keeping him from doing some of this stuff. Do you agree with DJ Envy, what he was saying?
No, I don't want to call Kanye a clown. The Chicago girl in me will always have a soft spot for Kanye. So we kind of let him get away with stuff. You know, Kanye is just the crazy cousin in the family. We all have one. You know, he a little special. You know, he a little off. You know, he gonna do, you never know what you're gonna get from him. He just a weird cousin. And that's how I look at him and that's how I feel about him. But like, he's still my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So like, I still care about him, and I would never say that I don't want him to rap anymore and stuff like that. Like, he's still Kanye. It's just we at a weird space, and I can't keep consuming you the way that I have. Like, you know, we all in what?
I'm just saying the consuming sounded real weird. I didn't know. It just it gave a real vibe out.
This is why you need to go to church with Kanye, because clearly, you know, where's your man?
You said, Kiki, whoa, easy there, champ. Yeah.
Anyway,
a weird vibe came off of that.
Oh, I don't want to call Kanye a clown. I just want to say that I can't participate in it. I'm exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I'm exhausted. Like, I ran around the damn stadium 3 times, like the people. Like, I feel like we didn't work hard for this more. We didn't work hard in trying to get the album. Then, you know, he didn't put it together. So it's exhausting. And I really hate that it came out this way because Drake drops in 3 days and we're not going to care. Like, nobody's going to talk about this album after Drake drops. And I know that's going to piss Kanye off. So, like, I don't know what... I don't know what kind of stunt gonna be pulled in 3 days, but baby, buckle your seatbelts because when Drake drops, yeah.
Man, Drake probably Drake pulled up Donda and saw 27 songs and started laughing. He said,
yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because we know. Do I think, even this is gonna sound, I don't know. Do I think Drake is going to give you a classic album at this point in Drake's life? In his career? I don't know. I'm not sure. But one thing I am sure about, Drake is going to have at least 3 smashes on there. At least 3 smashes. Yeah. And he's going to have beats and the people that match the beats, and he's going to match them with their cadence. It's just going to be one of those. It's going to be 3 legit smashes. It might be a classic album because it took a while to come out. So we'll see what happens with this. Now this is a crazy story. The dating relationship story that you were talking about, Kiki, before we started podding. Well, tell us about it. You says one of the pod fams sent us a video. What was going on?
Shout out to our pod Kim. I think her Instagram is JKB World or something like that. Shout out to you, boo. She tagged us in this video on the Shade Room where this girl was making a TikTok and she talked about like what I do in a day. And she said, you know, I woke up, my boyfriend went to work, I made him some dinner and some prepared his lunch. And then I went on a date and while he was at work. And then when he got off work, we met back up at the house and we went to sleep. And everybody was all up in arms because she said while her boyfriend was at work, she went on a date. And everybody in the comments just couldn't understand that. Like, how can you be dating, but you're in a relationship? Yeah.
Told you, man. It's a lot of hoes out here, Kiki.
Hey,
what? That's what I was going to say. Like, it's pretty simple.
She's not a hoe. How is she a hoe? Is she, hold on, y'all. I think y'all missing the key word. Boyfriend. She has a boyfriend, not a husband, not a fiance.
Oh, here we go with that.
But she has a boyfriend. So
well, let me tell you something. The Bible says, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, not he who findeth a girlfriend." If you can't sit down as a girlfriend without going on a date, you won't be a wife.
What?
How can I wife you if you out here going on dates while you my girlfriend with other people? How do you get to wife?
Who's to say how long she's been his girlfriend though? How long?
Now you adding stuff? No, Kiki. We're not gonna add stuff. We're not gonna add stuff that we don't know.
We're gonna take it right where it said, Kiki. Don't try to run.
She tried to run off.
She should leave her man alone, Zach. Right?
Yeah.
What?
Leave your man alone. Stop being a hoe.
She's not being a hoe, y'all. She did come back in the comments and say they have an understanding that they're both in a relationship, but nobody's married. And until you're married, y'all know what I say, you're single.
I just don't know if you're dating somebody, a lot of times you moments away from knocking them down. Now, I don't know if that happens in regular dating life. I know in my dating life, when I date you, you're probably about 4 dates away from me smashing.
This man got
how many?
What?
Yeah.
What?
He is here.
What's your smash date? What's your smash date average?
If you make
no, I don't want to say that out loud. I don't want to say that out loud, but I mean, because everybody put their goddamn big boy and big girl pants on. Mm-hmm. When adults meet each other, and they're usually physically attracted to each other, the initial, unless you started out as friends, and then like your situation, Kiki, y'all friends, and then it evolved into something. So that's different, right?
Yeah.
Even though I think he probably was plotting on you the whole time, because that's what dudes do.
Yeah.
But exactly. So I think that when people get together, it's just you trying to figure out. Really, the guy is not trying to mess up the date when the woman decides to let you smash, right? If you dating a woman in her mind, if she's going out with you, unless it's just for food or stuff, let's just say she's interested in you, and all things being equal.
Yes.
I feel like when women date you, you have a potential to smash, and you can either get to that point, or you're gonna mess it up and you'll never get to that point. So every date gets you closer. If you're doing certain things right, being funny, being on time, taking them to great places, having great conversation, that gets you closer to smashing. Or if you, during the conversation, you might say something dumb or something, and it makes her feel weird. And she like, yeah. And then you end up becoming a conversation with her girls, like, whatever happened to old boy?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. Am I wrong?
No, you're right, but I'm trying to figure out, is the goal just to smash? Like, because the way you make it seem like it's like a Mario video game. Like, okay, if you get to level 4, then you smash, you made it. Like, you good.
No, I want to have great
real goal. The goal is to date just to date.
The greatest is the date for potential of being married and being in a great relationship.
Yes.
But being in a great relationship, having great sex is a part of it.
Yes, absolutely. But if we're in a great relationship, right, and we just keep dating, So it's like, okay, I know you, I like you, you know you like me, but we just keep on dating. How long am I supposed to let you keep me off the market from all these other potential husbands out here?
Zach, you got to take this one. I'm the husband, so you got to take
understanding.
it, Zach. I'm not a husband. I don't know how to answer to that one, Zach.
That I can't speak for all husbands, but I do know that if you are inclined that you can't wait with me and you don't see that we're building and working towards something, if you're inclined to step out of what we got going on, you are not a wife. Simple as that. As soon as you tiptoe to about how long I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna go out with Timothy. Okay, go out with Timothy then. But this one, you lost this option. You lost this out. This option is no longer because you don't know how to just wait and sit down somewhere and have a grown-up conversation. You just gotta go and try to control everything.
But okay? Dudes date all the time, Zach. Y'all date multiple. When y'all dating. Like you may go out with Shorty on Tuesday, Shorty number 2 on Wednesday.
No, that's not what. But this young.
But women do the same thing, though.
She said her boyfriend. It wasn't just like casual dating. Yes, dating is open game. But she said her boyfriend. He's her boyfriend so much to the fact that she's making him lunch and dinner.
Yeah, and they in the same house together.
In the same house.
Crazy.
Under the same
that's
roof. And then she's like, I'm about to just go out. And then she bold enough to say it on TikTok. Yeah. So I don't know where she got him from Suckerville.
She found herself a cool sucker or somebody that's into the same type of free love that she's in. Now that's the thing. If you find somebody that's into the same type of stuff that you into, that's fine.
That
like
works.
A Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy got people. I don't know what woman in the world is eating Trick Daddy's butt, but whoever that is,
she's a brave soul. Whoever that is, that's a strong woman.
She's freak of the year, baby.
But this is the thing, though. How do you, if that's your thing? I mean, it's Trick Daddy. That's his thing, right? Mm-hmm. How do you get that off? Like you're like, yo, like, kind of want you to kind of lick on my butt. That's my thing.
No, like you said, that's something you got to be into. You know what I'm saying?
But how do you even that's?
But did you hear how he said it? Like he said it like he was so proud. I get 8 out. You get what? Excuse me?
Chill.
I get 8 out. Trick Daddy. First of all, if you're like me, you know, a lot of people like myself are visual think. So when I hear things, I can't help but put a picture to it. Every time I hear something, I'm a visual learner. And when Trick Daddy jumped that out and threw that out, he ruined it. I mean, he hurt my stomach. I didn't eat lunch today because Trick Daddy, all I saw was Trick Daddy's face talking about, I get 8 out, legs up. Trick, that's nasty. That is disgusting. That is so nasty. I feel so sorry for that young lady. You know,
he paying for that.
Let me tell you something. Ladies,
I
look
don't
at me right
understand
now.
how you get to that point.
Ladies,
I cannot
right
in my mind say, hey,
ladies,
you know what I mean? Like, how do you?
Ladies, hold on, Tom. Ladies, if you are a victim and have eaten Trick Daddy's butt, you may be entitled to compensation because that's disgusting.
This it's like stuff that you don't want to know. It's things that have been coming out all week of things that we should not know at all. Period. Like R. Kelly having women pop up from under a boxing ring. Like it's a lot of stuff that we not supposed to know. And I guess that's what the 2021 is. We just finding out that this is some nasty dudes and nasty people out here, man. But there was one person this week, and he said some stuff that I know Kiki gonna call me toxic for, but I think it's a real conversation. What? It's a real debating point. And it's the thing. 21 Savage says that, hey, you know what? The reason guys can't accept women to cheat on them is because women, it's like you're being conquered because guys conquer women. That's what dudes do. They want to go get as many women as they can, conquer them. So for a woman, it's easier for you to say, oh, okay, that's just my guy doing a guy thing. He conquering a woman. All right. in that situation, he's winning. He said that when a woman goes out and it's like another man conquering you. Now he's like, I can't even look at you the same. He said, because if you open your legs up for another man, you would do anything for him. You won't do anything for you. I don't know what you would do. You're going to let him know how we move. You're going to let him know all of the different things, but I can't look at you the same if you've been conquered. Hearing that, Kiki, what do you think about that logic?
I think it was the dumbest old pimp juice. Like, what are you talking about? What? How dumb do you sound? Who was letting 21 Savage run that type of game on them? Because you could never get that over on me. We both conquerors. How about that? We both conquerors. We both out here conquering the world. So therefore, ain't nobody conquering me. I'm conquering just like you. So don't try. I hate when y'all try to make it like a woman is so weak and dumb if she go out and cheat, but a man is just being a man if he go out and cheat. No, we both cheaters. We both conquerors, cheaters, whatever you want to call us. We twin them. We gang them. That's how you want to play it. Then let's be twin them.
But I don't understand how women are able to get over it. This is my thing. Because every man, when we think about you cheating, like, I don't know if women have this, but when a man gets cheated on by his girl, he instantly starts thinking of his woman getting like all of this, like this, all of that, all of this. That's what you start thinking of another dude than this with your girl. That's it. All of that. Pause to it. But that's
for me.
That's
the pen.
That's what you think. That's what you think of. That's it. You think of your girl, and for a woman, what do you think? What do you think of a man doing something? We are, again, y'all out. You guys control sex. If you are not opening your legs and letting us do in there, we can't do anything. Mm-hmm. We can't do anything. So, in a sense, it just feels different. But you're right. You both cheaters. But like I said, like, I'm not gonna be. I've been in that situation before, and like 21 Savage said, I try to forgive, and then every time you get mad, you just think about dude hammering your treats. Like, oh, okay, we was in a bad, and you just.
And I just want to know, what do y'all think we feel? We think the same way. Like, he put it down on me like that. Did he get her did he flip her like this? Did he put her in the, you know what I'm saying? Did he hit it? Did he lick it the way? We think the same thing. So, like, I don't understand why y'all think, that we feel we can just accept cheating. Like, that was grandma now. Not this one here can't do it. I can't do it. If I found out cheating, everybody got to die. So therefore, it's not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this new generation of women, we're not just stomaching it. We either getting on your level with you, or we moving on. Like, and I'm out of there because I'm in here making hamburger helper, and I'm just thinking, like, did you really put her leg where you be put? Like, it's a problem for me. So therefore, I feel just like you. I can't take it. So,
Zach.
Well,
like, you about to say something so reckless.
Come on.
Why you think I'm very logical on this one. Okay. I understand what 21 Savage was trying to say. I think where he messed up is he used the word conquer. That's ugly. You don't want to tell a woman you're getting conquered. Not these new women. Mm-mm. Not these new women. They got Black Women Expos now. They are doing their thing. They starting their businesses. You don't want to get these independent Black Women Expo going, cocoa butter smelling women mad. Okay, no, don't do it. So the word conquer wasn't the right word, but I guess what he's saying is harder to stomach because a man has to work to have sex, opposed to a woman can have sex with. That's just facts, Kiki. This ain't. A woman can have sex with a guy way easier than a man can have sex with a woman, because a woman can say, "Hey, you want some?" and the dude be like, "Yep, no questions asked." He don't know nothing else about it. Hey, you want to have sex? Yep. Been thinking about it all the time. Like, a
Yeah,
man
all
a
right.
man, that's just true. If a man walks up to a woman and says, "Hey, you want to have sex?" She'll be like, "No." And then you be like, "Oh, okay." Then you stop. So I think that is something too, is because, you know,
What's he gonna say?
a man, a woman, a man has to work, has to put in work, and have some type of, a woman has to have some type of trust, usually a decent woman. If you're considering her to be your mate, you know, she has to be decent. She, you're considering her, so that means that she has to let her guard down some to give you, you know, to let you in. A man can go without a guard. He don't need to love you. He don't need to like you. He don't need to know nothing about you. He like to go, because we're men and we're stupid. But as far as, you're right. So that's the difference. But as far as cheating is cheating, whether you're a guy cheating or a woman cheating. I don't think it's a big difference in cheating, you know. But I will say the record shows that I see that women have a better forgiveness rate than men when it comes to cheating. It's just an overall better forgiveness rate. And I don't know, it's just the way women think or what. Some women are like Kiki, who have like a zero tolerance policy. Some women's tolerance change based off how much money the guy has. You know what I'm saying? Or how much access this man can bring to her life or whatever. You know, some women stay through cheating for kids and different things that, you know, she doesn't want to break up a family or something like that.
Yeah,
but so it's different factors, and I don't judge anybody for wanting to leave a relationship they're not fulfilled in. I understand that. But it's different when your girl is getting smacked. It's just different.
It's just different, Kiki. Like he said, he said
Kiki,
it's simple. He said it's simple. I can walk up to 6 girls. Hey, want to have sex? They're like, what? Want to have sex? What? And then by the third person, somebody's gonna call the police on them.
Yeah, they gonna be
no
like, hey.
Woman is getting the police called on her. Like, hey, you know what? You want to go home with me? Yep. Like everything.
He's not even gonna question it. He's gonna like, yep.
It's
gonna be such a lucky day. He's not gonna believe it, Kiki.
He gonna call his friends out there. It's over. Hey, bro. Like, that's why when dudes, we all been in the nightclub. We all been there. You ever look at the face of the guy that asked the woman and said, hey, what are you about to do after this? You're like, I'll go with you. That dude, he is so happy on the inside. You can just see the joy coming off of the dude. He like, yo, like, because you won. Because it's that thing. Women, y'all control that feeling. That's all I'm saying. So that's what, when a guy thinks of that, it's like, yo, I could go out and want to have sex with all the chicks I want to have sex with. I could want to, but it ain't gonna happen. It might not. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But you can do it anytime you want. Literally, anytime you want. You can have access. All you got to do is say you want to, and there's no man that's gonna ever say, "Nah, I'm cool." That's why every dude, including your boyfriend right now, Kiki, because he was a friend, I guarantee you, if you got a male friend right now, he hate him. He hate him because he know that dude is waiting. He know he is waiting. Every man hates the woman's best friend, even the gay best friend. You want to make sure is he really gay. You
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. That. He was dancing with you like, that's how I dance with you. Why are he pumping on you?
Y'all
like, I don't like that. I don't like that. That can't happen no more.
Men, ladies, I hope y'all paying attention to this toxic narrative they are trying to push out. And you know, Zach, I really respect your toxic because it comes so nicely wrapped in like a little pastor outfit. The way you be delivering it, you know, I almost fell for it. But you know, thank you to Tone, who just don't have no filter on his toxic. It just come on out. So he had to wake me up just then. Ladies, I hope y'all paying attention. Do not fall for this mess. Cheating is cheating. It hurts us like it hurts y'all. Nobody's getting conquered, and don't fall for that. Listen, you don't want to get cheated on, don't cheat on me. There we go. Because
facts. Kiki, I agree with everything you just said. Cheating is cheating. If you don't want to get cheated on, don't cheat. because what goes around comes around.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
100%. I believe.
Deacon
Believe that. But I also gonna say this, ladies: don't be hoes. Don't try to match a man's energy. Don't try to do it. Don't try to do it. Don't try to do it.
It's okay for y'all to be hoes, though.
It ain't okay, but it's just I didn't make the rules up, Kiki. It's just more. I didn't do this. It just dudes care. I try to explain it. Dudes care. I remember, Kiki, I think you were in the office this one time. I'm going to bring this up.
Let's try to drag me in this mess. What?
No, I'm going to bring it up. No, because this was something that came up in another conversation. And I think you were in the office. And I said, yeah, I said, man, this girl made the bed up it was like, just like she made the bed up. And I thought that was super cool. And I thought that was a vibe. And everybody in the office, all of the women were like, yo, like, you should make your own bed up. You should do this, you should do that. I'm telling you, ladies, that was a perfect example. That moment is a perfect example of it's not the same. It's not the same. Women are supposed to be nurturing and dudes are supposed to take care of you. That's it. That's it. You making a bed up ain't nothing. How about paying for that steak 48 dinner?
That's true. That's true.
Like,
it takes y'all to do y'all job for us to be able to do our job. You know,
what
like
about
a factory? If you at the front of the line and you on BS at the front of the line, when it gets to my part of the line, I can't function because you ain't functioning right. So it's a lot
go ahead.
It's a lot of women who live in quality control and will still take fix your mistakes and deal with all that. But like Zach said, Black Women's Expo, we paying for our own hair, nails, feet, jobs. We working and making money and got pensions too. We're not finna do that with you. So therefore, pick the right player, because you're not gonna play with me and then I'm still gonna be here. If you play, I'm gonna play back, and that's just the end of it.
That's real. Here's an example for you, Kiki. You know what I'm saying? When you get in a relationship and you move in together and then you get married, you know what I'm saying? You know what? The double standard. I don't get no credit for knocking out the rent. No, nobody wakes up and was like, man, Zach, boy, you've been knocking that rent out all year. We ain't never not had a roof over our head. You have just been killing that rent, every month. It's never nobody's like, hey man, you killing that rent, baby. You doing that, no one. You know why? Because that's my job. I am supposed to knock out the rent. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if a woman was knocking out the rent, it's a different story. It's like, I paid the rent in here. I do this. This is it's gonna be a different attitude about it. Yeah. Which I'm not gonna take that away from women, because guess what? She's stepping out of something that's not in her normal role, and she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of your broke ass. That would be a whole thing.
Yes,
it would be a whole thing. I don't get credit for knocking out the rent. It's just what I'm supposed to do. So it's the same thing when it comes to the double standard of relationships and cheating. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can go have sex with somebody else, but I'm gonna look at you differently than when a man does it.
And
it's the rent still getting paid, just like it's still cheating. It's still the same thing, but the I guess what I'm saying is the way it's perceived is totally different based off the role.
It is. No man would ever say no man worth anything. He gonna be like, yo, man, I be taking care of my, you know what I mean? Like, dog, that's what we do. Oh man, I be taking that garbage out all the time. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Just
I took my girl on the trip. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the thing you gonna come back with is, I have sex with you, huh?
No, women aren't gonna say that. It's just when you break it down into roles, like I said, if you're doing your role and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then we're great. We are reactors. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're doing great, and I'm feeling safe and taken care of, then all the womanly nurturing things is going to come out of me with no problem. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then that's when we're going to have an issue. So yes, you may not get a thank you card every month for taking care of the rent, but you getting a damn good woman walking beside you through life, taking care of your house. So it's
okay.
Every action will get the reaction. Now, if you're not paying rent and I got to get out here, hustle and work and do all these things, then, you know, I'm probably not going to be cooking and cleaning and taking care of the house because I got to work like you got to work. So it's just, you know.
I get you, but you do realize there's some hoes that's not doing nothing but just giving sex out. All right, cool.
They be winning. Yeah. And they be winning. Shout out to all the hoes watching because hoes be winning. Just enjoy y'all. I don't have it in me. I tell y'all that all the time. I ain't got no hoe in me. But y'all, you know, y'all make it look real fun. So cheers.
Shout out to all the guys that's getting their rent paid, and able to play PlayStation and Xbox all day. Shout out to them. Shout out to the house husbands. Let's go ahead. Final thoughts, man. Zach Bug, what you got, bro?
Hey man, I ain't got no final thought. Just I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. Y'all so funny. Y'all are ignorant. I look forward to this every week. Don't be just, you know, Trick Daddy disturbed me today. You know, that's my final thought. It was like it messed up my whole day. I couldn't stop thinking of that line is stuck in my head. I get ate out. I get ate out. You get ate out. And then it was like with your legs up. Sometimes, what are you on, Trick Daddy? You just be in. Who is doing? What strong woman is doing this? And baby, you know, it's kind of like sometimes
better life out here.
Sometimes I go to the strip club and I don't like strip club. I don't. Sometimes it just depends. Like if it's a nice, classy strip club, I rock with it. But sometimes with the dudes just be smacking on the girls and then they be doing, it starts to get a little aggressive to me. I don't like that energy. And I always look at the girl like, you ain't got to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something else you could probably do. I know you don't like this. I hope you don't. I just don't. I hope you don't like this. Shout out to the strippers who do their thing. I'm not talking about the talented ones. I'm talking about like when you go to like Junior's bachelor party type strippers. You know what I'm saying? You know, the strippers that be at the bachelor party, it'd be like 40 dudes and like one stripper, and she's just like trying to twerk, and they just be throwing money, smacking. You'd be like, this is very disrespectful. This is nasty. We got to get out of here. I'm not talking about the ones that just like high quality doing dope stuff strippers. I'm talking about the ones that's like at your house, your cousin's house. We gotta. That's how I feel about the lady who's eating booty, Trick Daddy's booty. Like you didn't have to do that. You know, what happened to regular head? What happened? That's my final thought. What happened to regular head? I'm not that freaky.
I can't.
King, final thought.
I just want to say I am proud of Trick Daddy. I respect your honesty because it's probably a lot of freaky men out here who like the same type of stuff and be creeping around doing all type of weird stuff. But Trick Daddy just owned it and he was honest. And hopefully more men can be honest about the freaky stuff that they like.
I get it out.
Get right. There you go. So I'm proud of Trick Daddy. You know, no judgment here. And yeah, that's pretty much my final thought. I don't, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. My final thought is I'll just keep it a buck with everybody. I ain't been nervous in a long time. In a long time. I want to tell everybody I've been in front of some of the biggest stars in the world. I ain't been nervous in a long time. I was nervous with Bernice. And I really felt like as all of my friends called me and all my God boys, they're like, yo, Tone, give us a story, my dog. Come on, Ted. I feel like I let everybody down. I do. I feel like, and I'm sorry.
I was a little disappointed. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
I was a little disappointed. I was a little sad.
Yep. Zach was disappointed in me. Zach, he was like, and I told him what happened. He was like, all right, okay.
I
Yeah, I let everybody down. I want to say out to all the pod fans. I apologize.
I thought you was gonna
let everybody down.
And then she said such and such, and then I said this back, but we ain't nothing happened. Like I was waiting. I was like, what did he say?
Yep, keep it classy.
And I said when I was taking the picture, I said, "Am I nervous? I'm nervous. Damn, this is crazy." It was like a weird feeling. I was like, "This is weird. I ain't never been here before.
No,
I haven't been here in a long time." It was so. I want to say to all my boys and all the pod fans that expected for me to tell a great story on this pod.
Yes.
The only thing I gotta say is that I was nervous as hell, and I did see one of the finest human beings on the planet. Period.
Yes. I knew
We've
you
all
were
been
nervous though, because I think your hands was like in front of you, like he was like.
Yeah, he was
They
tight.
were like in an awkward place. I didn't even really know how to. They was just. If you look, now that you know that I'm nervous, everybody go back and look at the picture. The picture says nervous.
You supposed to at least like put your hand on her back or like, you know.
It was. It was. She smelled good. I was looking at her lips. I was like, ooh, man, she's incredible in person. But like I said, I felt like I let the hood down right there. And that's the second time I let the hood down. It's the second time in my life I let the hood down. So the things that I think about myself might not be true. I think I might be a little scary when it comes down to it. I might be a little scared.
Yeah.
I choked up with Beyonce. I choked up with Beyonce, and I choked up with Bernice. I mean, if you're gonna choke up, them the two you choke up on. You know what I mean? It was, yeah. I disappointed everybody. But anyway, man, that being said, hey, everybody, we will be potting. From now on, the new pod will always drop on Wednesday until Zach stops doing Magic Silly Mondays, which we hope never stops. So until that point, we are going to start potting. We pod on Tuesday, so Tuesday night, and then we will release the new pod Wednesday morning. So everybody get ready. Don't have to hit Kiki up and wonder what's going on with the pod. We are going to do it from now on every Wednesday. You'll get it, okay? All right, with that being said, what more can I say?